Hello everyone, and I welcome you to this segment on Citizens Dialogue here in First Next News Port Accord. First, the headlines. Let's tell our brother Peter Obi it's not yet time for Igbo presidency, Umahi to Southeast. NSA phone, tapping why El-Rufai must be investigated. Only Atiku, Jonathan can stop Tinubu in 2027, Ganduje former aides reveals. We will be taking a short break from here, and when we return, we dive into our discussion segment. I am Kings Ojalo. Welcome back. It's my pleasure having you, Seth Ugochukwu.
Good morning, Kings.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, Rivers people, all those admirers and followers of First Next News on different social media platforms. It's a new week. It's Bomba week, and full of activities, political activities. Monitoring the political actors, and today we'll be looking at how it affects the citizens of Nigeria directly in the polity.
Yes. You know, it's always my pleasure having you one-on-one on set, and we'll be going straight to some, critical, let me use the word critical issues and topic, really, entrenching the minds of Nigeria. Now, looking at our first headline, Ugochukwu, we have the Minister of Works, Umahi, saying to the former president of Anambra, that is the likes of Peter Obi, that we should tell him the truth, that it is not yet time for Igbos to come into being a president in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It really triggers my mind when even someone and a high stakeholder, from the southeast, also making known to his own fellow Southeasterner, that look, this is not the time. He has been, on this issue for a quite period of time. Yes, we know that he's a great loyalist to the president, being, a minister, and also he was appointed by the president and talking about this current administration. What is your take on this? Because it sounds, I don't want to use the word betrayal, but it's uncalled for where, one, we have to start denying a particular region, their right to contest in the presidential election that is meant for everyone, that is meant for the federation at large. What do you have to say concerning this?
Kings, thank you so much. I think when I had that news on Sunday,
exactly,
it was troubling, but Kings, me, is part of this kind of rhetorics by some politicians that I don't like giving them publicity. If it is left for me, assuming it didn't come out in the discourse of First and Next News, I wouldn't discuss it,
exactly.
Because those people they're just looking for cheap publicity. Umahi, I don't consider him as one of those people in the corridors of power that are, active political actors. Umahi is in the shoes of those people you do push and start, if I can say that. Umahi forgot that the Constitution of Nigeria is the ground norm.
Exactly.
The Constitution of Nigeria
that was where I was pointing to.
Yes, allows any citizen of Nigeria that is of age, and that if you have the national appeal, you're appealing to the people,
yes,
to try your luck.
Yes, in the federal level.
In the federal level, in the presidency of Nigeria, and also if you have you want the people to buy into your manifesto and your agenda. I wouldn't expect anything less than what Umahi have said, because recall that he was elected under the platform of PDP.
Yes.
He left PDP on his own and joined the Muhammadu Buhari's administration,
yes,
where he felt that belonging to the center will give him what he wants.
And no mandate.
Yes, and I wouldn't blame him because he acted like the former Simon Bakwe, who we knew as and we read in history that he was known to be the weeping governor. You know, weeping, not that he cried, but he cried for the development of his state. And Umahi, having seen that PDP was not at the center, and given the type of politics we play in Nigeria, if you're not at the center, you get almost nothing apart from the usual monthly allocation. So he opted joining Buhari in APC, which helped him anyway in developing his state.
Okay.
He, revolutionized the infrastructure and the history of decay in Ebonyi State. Kudos to him. But having finished his tenure as the governor of the state, he supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu, continuing to support APC, which is within his right as a politician and a citizen to join or support anybody he wishes. But throwing Obi up in the midst.
Yes, that is what really baffles me.
Yes, is what beats my imagination, given that, of course, those of them that are in the camp of supporting
President
Tinubu and APC that have nothing to offer, I should mention that. They don't have anything to offer. You know, if they have not mentioned Peter Obi, they will not trend. Their news will not, nobody will give them listening ear, nobody will read about them. So immediately they mention Peter Obi, they begin to trend. And that is why you see most newspapers in Nigeria will jump on whatever they have said.
Exactly.
He's in the shoes of Reno Mokri, but I don't know why he has become a political jobber. But he has a job already.
Yes. In line with that, Uchuku. You know, he's always bringing out this statement continuously. Talking about the end of marginalization. That is, he said that there is no more marginalization in the states. How does that? Refer to
Kings. That is why I told you that those people are political jobbers. They don't have anything to do. If Umahi, in all sincerity, could come to the East and say this, he cannot come to the East and say this. He cannot say it to over 50 million Igbos, scattered around the world. He cannot come out and paint this narrative. You have to substantiate. And what does Umahi mean by telling the Southeasterners that he wants to come out and tell them the truth? What is the truth? Truth is relative. Perhaps we can school him a little about truth. What is truth for him, Umahi? What he perceives as truth might not be truth for Ugochukwu, might not be truth for Kings.
Exactly.
So the truth he's mentioning is to himself, not to the generality. Because if he's using what is truth to him and lording it over the Southeasterners, over 50 million of Southeasterners, he will be playing the devil's advocate. And I wouldn't know what is truth for Umahi or what he's perceiving as truth could be said to be truth for me. So you have 50 million truths to tell people now how they perceive it. So, but coming to that it is not the 10 of the Southeasterners. What we know in Nigeria is a political arrangement. It's not even a constitutional issue. Exactly. It is a gentlemanly agreement made by PDP. Said that let us, go through the North and the South dichotomy in making sure that the presidency rotates.
Exactly.
It is not even an act. Nobody has sponsored it as a bill.
As a bill, yes.
In Nigeria, it is not in a federal character. But using the federal character quota, we now say, okay, for that gentlemanly agreement, so that one section of the country will not be dominating in the corridors of power, especially as it concerns the presidency.
Yeah, exactly.
Recall that one of the 2014 confab and the other one Jonathan organized, basically we are on rotational presidency.
Exactly.
To make sure that all sections of the country don't feel marginalized, that what will unify Nigeria as a country, because we cannot take away our divisions going by tribalism, religion, and what have you. Then what we say, how can Nigeria maximize their potential of unity in diversity? You cannot achieve unity in diversity without talking about take your bite, I take my bite. Like Nyesom Wike will say, Enyendeba, Enyendeba.
Exactly.
So that is it. So that has been his rhetoric, and that was why he fell out with Atiku.
Now,
and said that it is the turn of the East.
Sorry to cut you short. Yes. Now, in addition to this discussion, concerning the minister, where he also made mention of a future ambition. Now, he also made mention that if anyone should be opting on contesting or becoming a president from the southeast,
from the Igbo
that he is the preferred candidate,
and
because of his
has said so. Odus Okalo also
because of his
said
performance,
so.
because he, and let me also disagree with you in some cases. When you made mention of he has nothing to offer, looking at his performance in Ebonyi and also in his current duty as a minister of works and thereabout, going to road now, stating the fact that he said when it's time for the Igbos to rule, that he is going to be the best candidate. How does he align with his current
Kings, that is why it is a discussion and opinion.
Yes.
I hold my opinion, you hold yours. There is no need to disagree with me. You hold your own opinion.
Okay.
So for me, he had ruled a state.
Yeah.
Ebonyi as small as Ebonyi State.
And he's also now a minister.
And he was able to make his mark. I give it to him.
Okay.
But Tinubu was priding himself as the forebearer of Lagos State. That he revolutionized Lagos State. What is he doing in Nigeria currently? So the stage you see where you can, command respect and be able to manipulate your family members into agreeing with you and applauding you doesn't happen in the national stage. Like even the likes of the late Muhammadu Buhari, said it that it is not easy to govern Nigeria as a democratic state.
No.
How many presidents from Obasanjo to date have been able to create one state? The framers of our constitution made it very cumbersome for a democratic elected president to create a state, because of the rules and the laws laid down like landmines for you to create a state. What if it's a military government by fiat? They can wake up and create states. So what I'm saying is that given what Tinubu is struggling to fix Nigeria, who is Omahi to come? And if Tinubu, who manage a complex and a metropolitan state such as Lagos,
yes,
could not make an impact in 3 years now in Nigeria, what is Omahi talking about? So all those rhetorics I don't buy. That's why I say I don't give those people, I don't give them the oxygen to breathe in the media. I don't give them. So what he's saying about Obi, we have seen Charles Soludo to 2022-2023, decided not to support Peter Obi. We have seen some of the Igbo politicians, the likes of Pius Anyim has left. Ken Namale, who was the former Senate president, they have left and joined the APC. What has that attracted to the East?
Even there are some high stakeholders. Like I saw the likes of Tony Elumelu, also.
So so those people are not the people. They hold only one vote. I want to tell Omahe that what you have is only one vote, one PVC. For you to cast your own vote, and your children will cast maybe wherever you can. But we can see Atiku, the son disagreeing with the father.
Yes.
We can also see the son of El-Rufai, Madam El-Rufai, saying that he can vote where he wants to be. The father is in ADC, he is in APC.
Okay.
So what I want to tell those political jobbers and those who are seeking attention with the name of Peter Obi, that they should go and learn how to politic and leave it. What they are doing is that they are even campaigning for Peter Obi.
Yeah,
because the more you want to denigrate Peter Obi and relegate him, the more he's appealing to the people. Because see, Peter Obi is the only presidential candidate or only person who has come out to tell Nigerians what he will do differently. But all those people who are coming from the same line, they have not told Nigerians, they have not told us what they are going to do. Rather, they want to stand on the mandate.
Okay.
Peter Obi is not standing on the mandate. And no matter what David Umahi is saying, 2027 is here with us.
Okay.
Let us see how they are going to make the Tinubu and APC to win the Southeast.
Okay.
Because they did it in 2023. How many votes did they get?
Let's go straight
wait. See, let me make this final analysis. This P2B issue that they are using in endearing themselves to Tinubu. How many votes were they able to deliver to Tinubu 2023? And I want you to mark it today as a political prophecy that if you conduct an election where P2B is a candidate in Nigeria 10 times, no other candidate will win the Southeast.
Okay,
PDP who did it at the last time. So let them go and let them find any other thing to appease their master Tinubu. But if they are bringing Obi to the table, in fact, they are making the greatest mistake of the greatest political mistake of their life. And I know that come 2027, P2B will win Southeast. Landslide.
Okay.
Even they will lose their own polling units.
Okay.
In their own very eyes, they will lose their own polling units.
Okay.
That I assure them that.
We hope that for the Southeast. And let's go straight to our second discussion segment, which we'll be looking at the demands of investigation on the former Kaduna State Governor. We're talking about Nasir El-Rufai, concerning the NS, this NS security, and also making mention of him tapping into the NSF forum. Now, looking at this news, it has been escalating, all over the media, all over, the news headlines concerning El-Rufai and the NSL issue. You understand? And he has been told, the countless accusations on him, and made known that he should be investigated on concerning that particular essence. What do you have to say concerning that, Wuchukwu?
It's really unfortunate, the kind of politics they play in Nigeria. They think you can just open your mouth and close it, say anything, you go free. There are some certain things you don't joke with.
Okay.
The National Security Advisor's Office is a secret office, no matter who is occupying it.
Because they are calling it is a violation of cybercrime.
Yes, whether it's your brother or your friend that is there, there are some things you will know. What El-Rufai would have done best is to, use the information he has at his disposal to guide himself, and also protect his people. Then, if it comes to litigation, he can present it as an evidence, and also present the evidence of how he has been in government. I will not doubt him that they have information. Remember, I told you last week that they have moles.
Yes.
So when Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that even the Boko Haram sect, all those sects, that's why the Jonathan, if no less a person than a former president of Nigeria, will tell you that his cabinet has been infiltrated by Boko Haram. He said it on national television.
So it seems this is the reason why it was intercepted in...
So the information he's talking about might not even be phone. He might use it to be painting another rhetoric. Okay. There are people who... how did El-Rufai... They interrogated El-Rufai and told him that... it was the boys that were interrogating him, those DSS boys, why not go and join APC and let those things go? He said it. So what you see, those things are political. Are political, but there are some areas that are very sensitive because of our, our security, our appealing to the international community. You cannot say that you tapped into the conversation of the NSA, though many people do it, even all over the world. It's done. People monitor government conversation. Government also monitors high-profile persons' conversation. That's why they can place people on wanted list, on red list, and all that. But the Interpol may be following you. But DSS might be following without you knowing it.
But the president spoke a person by the name Bayo. He said that he claimed this as a direct threat to national security.
No, that's exactly what I've said.
Yes, because El-Rufai taking this or allegedly that who took this action. Don't you think it might also want to reflect on other high-profile personas? If he's not thoroughly interrogated in this issue.
No, El-Rufai, they will definitely. The El-Rufai has shot himself on the foot.
Okay.
Because they are going to El-Rufai. We have a long day with EFCC, DSS in trying to prove this or trying to defend himself. It's unfortunate. And 2027 is here. And I, for one, have been banking on El-Rufai and Amechi to do the dirty jobs.
Do you think this might really affect?
No. It's going to affect his freedom, his sanity, his involvement in the politics of 2027, no doubt, because he has given them a free hand, a smooth sailing, a blank check to prosecute him. At the end of the day, nothing will come out. It will be a political prosecution, but at the end of the day, it will whittle down the impact he would have made 2023 in 2027 election. And again, don't forget that they might also, the government circle, they might also be very skeptical in prosecuting El-Rufai, because there may be a lot of things El-Rufai will spit out that will affect the current administration. Recall that he worked for the emergence of Tinubu.
Yeah.
What if he decides to expose a lot of things?
That's true.
So the government will be very careful, although they will make all those noise, they will make as if they are doing something, but they know that some people, I told you that El-Rufai is in the shoes of those untouchables. And El-Rufai is a student of Muhammadu Buhari. And they saw how people prevented them from whisking him away. He was talking of adoption and arrest, that he was not given the proper documentation. They did not protocol a court order or write to him for him to be either invited or arrested. And it's only the police that can arrest. Any other security agents that picks you up without proper channel or proper inviting you or documentation is an adoption. So
yes.
he is exposed and well schooled. From 1999 to today, he has been in the corridors of power. We recall that he was among those who orchestrated the fall of Jonathan.
Yes.
So El-Rufai is not a neophyte in this fight. So federal government will be so circumspect in going about what concerns El-Rufai, because it will split a lot of beans for them, which they wouldn't want. Just like Amechi have told us that they are not talking about the tax law. Whether the tax law is effective now or not, we don't know. And so a lot of things are hidden under the carpet. And you could recall what happened to Bawa, when Bawa was removed as the DSS chairman, though on acting during Muhammad Buhari's administration, and was double promoted. Even when he left office, he was received in his community like a king. Who prosecuted Bawa till today? Because there are so many people that have so lot of information about Nigeria that you recall what Rota Sokorota did after 2023 or 2019 general elections, when the INEC rec in Imo State was compelled under duress to announce him as a winner. What happened when they were trying to play politics that he will not be among those who will be sworn in the red chambers of the Senate that year? You know what he said? He said, "If you don't give me a mandate, I will talk."
Okay.
So El-Rufai is in the shoes of those people who know a lot about Nigeria, that if you do, El-Rufai will tell you that I will say what will tear this nation apart. And I wouldn't think Bola Tinubu and those people who are feeding fat on our common purse we like that to happen.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Ugochukwu. So let's look at our last discussion for today, where, in a recent interview, Salihu Tanko, the former media aide to the APC chairman, that is the lives of Ganduje.
The former APC chairman, national chairman.
Yes, APC chairman, yes. Claiming that only Atiku Abubakar and Goodluck Jonathan possesses political way to stop President Tinubu in coming 2027. How true is this? Do you really think, with this combination, with this merging, if actually it comes to light, do you really think recall the election, the 2023 election, and also the 2019 election, thereabout. Now, looking at those instances, what energy or what stand do these two high-profile people that has ruled this country so far, what energy do you think they have that they can really, stop this current administration from, continuing in 2027? Because, he's saying that, they are the two bona fide individuals that can really take down this current administration in next year's election.
The former Ganduje's aide just want Nigerians to hear him.
Okay.
He just want to...
Okay, he's not really giving a clear emphasis.
No. He doesn't know what Nigerian current politics and the Nigerian current citizens, their yearnings in terms of governance. If he is well schooled about what Nigerians of this day want in governance, he shouldn't be talking about Jonathan and the Atiku.
No.
What is Jonathan and Atiku coming to? What are they bringing to the table? Jonathan that has left office since 2015,
yes,
and they have not even gone to campaign in his own village, Otuoke. Jonathan is not. He didn't have any hand in making the governor Diri. Rather, his wife, then person Jonathan,
yes,
was the person who is actively involved in Bayelsa politics
now
to determine what happens there.
In the lives of former President Jonathan Ogechukwu, I could recall, even in the north and currently where there were some nominations before this PDP clash became so strong, their internal crisis.
Yes.
I discovered so many groups, so many
calling for Jonathan's return.
Exactly.
No,
so
let me shock you.
Okay. Because why I brought that? Yes. You said, what does Jonathan have to offer?
Let me tell you now. It's people that are
because they feel that in his
Jonathan.
administration things was not as worse.
No. Even if Jonathan enters today, I assure you that it won't be Huru, because a lot of things have changed. We are talking about 2015. Let's be realistic here.
Okay.
But the question you have asked or your input here,
okay,
that people are calling on Jonathan.
Yeah.
The North are calling on Jonathan to safeguard the return of the Northerners to the seat of power in 2031.
Wow.
They are not calling on Jonathan to come and contest because Jonathan has anything to offer. Let me tell you, because now Jonathan is the only person, apart from Tinubu now, who is doing one term in office. And you're talking about Jonathan, who has served one term in office. Constitutionally, Jonathan have only one single term remaining. He cannot vie for presidency again if, peradventure, he comes out in 2027 to win. Then Tinubu also has only one term remaining. But skepticism in the political circle is what is making people to foot drag on Obi. Well, that's why Obi came out last year and said that I will serve only one tenure.
Yes.
So we know those things. We have been in this corridor. I've been in this political prophecy for a very long time. For us to know when somebody is telling us the truth or not. What we do is, for the benefit of Nigerians, to educate them. For them not to fall prey to all those political jobbers, political bandwagons, like the aide of Ganduje. So what I'm telling you is that in the person of Jonathan has nothing to offer Nigerians. And Atiku, there are a lot of odds against Atiku.
Of course, yes.
There are a lot of odds against Atiku that's why Atiku is just looking for, he's just like a drowning man. Anything he sees is an aid to safety. So, but I am telling you for free that what do you call him? Jonathan. Who has rather said that there should be age limit to this end, is already that. So those people that are calling for them for selfish reasons. Just like Omar, he said that we are talking about those in the from 25 years to 40, 50 years. And David Umar is telling us that in 2039, he will be the president. Then Soludi is telling us that he will be the first Igbo Nigerian president. So that tells you why they are witch-hunting Obi. They are bringing Obi down, because Audios Okale have said in 2039, how many of them will live? Nobody has the antidote to power, to life.
Antidote.
Nobody has antidote that will keep him alive till that particular time. Those who thought they will die in the next 10 years have died today. Those who thought they are not going to die today, they're going to live in the next 10 years, have died.
So your final thoughts?
My final thought here is, painting the coming back of Jonathan, that is the only person. See, Peter Obi is the only Achilles heel to Nigerian politicians. If not, why is Peter Obi being discussed more than any other politician? Why are they head-bent on making sure that Peter Obi is not on the ballot? Which he said last weekend, that there has been a grand plan for Peter Obi not to be in the ballot. But he'll be in the ballot because he is the new face of the Nigerian hope. He said new Nigeria is possible. Who else is telling you that? So whatever they are saying to push aside the narrative of Obi, is not going to fly. Okay. Because I know that in this present dispensation, nobody will be able to offer Nigerians what the new governance we are looking for, apart from P2B. Jonathan cannot do that. Atiku, who has left something, or perhaps he couldn't sit on the presidential seat during him and Obasanjo's era. He wants to just sit and preside over the federal council meeting. That's what Atiku is looking for. Okay. And Nigerians will not give him the vehicle to drive to that destination. His vehicle is already knocked. The engine has knocked. The what do you call it? The fuel tap has already packed up. So let them go and look for something else to do. But aside this thing, even Omahe and all those that are working against the interests of P2B will not smell the presidency of Nigeria.
Okay, we can be assured of that, but with time we will definitely know those who are capable.
It's about having national appealing.
Take all the rulership.
Yes, if you have national appeal, you know where you're going to.
Okay, thank you so much, Ugochukwu, for that analysis. That is all we have on this segment on Citizens Dialogue, where we have been able to analyze and also talk about the happenings concerning the political affairs of the country. I am Kings Ojalo. I remain your own bolos, and it's my pleasure once again having you on set. Ogechukwu, thank you so much.
Kings, as always, Nigerians have a wonderful week ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. It's a bye for now.